This is practice question from chapter 4, determining oxidation numbers. Determine the oxidation numbers for each element in the following compound. So we're given ammonium sulfate. What you should start out with in determining any oxidation numbers are identifying your polyatomic ions. So this one is composed of the ammonium ion and the sulfate ion. The overall charge is 0, but of each ion, when the compound is separated out, SO4 has a -2 charge, and NH4 has a positive charge, +1, therefore needing 2 per sulfate ion. So, starting with the ammonium ion, we are needing the oxidation number for nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfate, and oxygen. So we would first look at hydrogen because it usually has a positive charge when bonded to a nonmetal, such as your nitrogen in your ammonium ion. So hydrogen has a +1 charge. Next, you could figure out the charge of nitrogen because the overall charge of the ammonium ion is +1. Since hydrogen is a +1 times 4, you get a +4, and we know that the overall charge of the ion is +1, which leaves nitrogen, means nitrogen has to be a -3 charge. So nitrogen is a -3. So over to the sulfate ion, the overall charge is -2. And again, starting with oxygen, oxygen usually has a charge of -2. So if you plug that in, there are 4 oxygen molecules times a -2 charge gives you -8. We know that the overall charge of the sulfate ion is -2, which is your -2. So that leaves +6 charge for the sulfur atom.